Alright, and we are back. This is your barista, and you're at the Sci-Fi Cafe. It's been a while, and I still have two Let's Plays to continue. I have been trying to record them, but time has been kind of a problem. I have had a few days off from work, but they weren't actually free. I actually had to engage in several other activities, and so I'm actually way behind schedule right now. But I have pieces of it already and I'm gonna publish them. Have been trying to change a little bit of the conception of the channel. This video here is still on the old format, so to speak, just recording as we go. But as for the Let's Plays, I'm gonna try to tweak the way I'm recording them a little bit. So I'm gonna start the game here. First things first. Wow, letters really okay. And as soon as the opening voice acting part that we have today ends, we're going to talk a little bit about what we are doing here with this video and where we're going to get with it, because we're not going to have time to talk before our very own Dmitry Kuzev starts talking. So yeah.
Judging by the information I was presented, you, young Captain Faulkner, performed admirably in your first missions. I had the honor of working with your father, and it seems you will stand up to his reputation. There's no need to explain how important your father's research could be for the Protectorate, and it's my intention to help you complete your task. Gabriel left our former league and decided to pursue his goals on his own, but he always remained a trusted ally, and I'm sure he intended to use his knowledge for the benefit of all, including Gemini Protectorate. In that respect, we'll help you finish what you started. I am aware you're in possession of the 5 data cores. Last one is presumably on Galahad, and we suspect where he might be. Join me in Promethean.
Alright, so first things first. Starpoint Gemini 2 is part of a so far four game series. I was gonna start to record this series by the first game, but I couldn't really make it work. I actually made the tutorial for the game work. I couldn't really make the game itself work yet. I'm gonna try again later on. It's just as well because one of the DLCs for Starpoint Gemini 2 is it basically reconstructs the entire story of the first game within this. So in due time we're gonna mess around with that. Well, what are we doing with this game? First things first, I'm using this video as a way to return to the channel after such a long time away, and this is also a way of just playing games and relaxing. I mean, there are four reasons that I'm doing this. The first one is because I love the series. I haven't played too much of it, but I fell in love with it while watching videos and reading the amazing reviews that were left behind, and seeing how these developers are dedicated to their craft and how these guys work and how they started producing the very first game of the series, which is for me it's a story of passion, something that I can actually bring to my own life in a lot of senses. I think everyone could learn from these guys. They actually started coding the first game, as they say, as that's the story that they tell at the very least, at the kitchen of the mother's house of one of the developers. They sat down at that kitchen table with the computer and started just coding stuff. And anyone that knows me knows that I'm a big fan of stuff like this. I really like these stories of impassionate and um, personal craft of stuff, of any sort of stuff, of any sort of artisan work, in a sense, in the sense that you have that the one that knows the craft, the artisan, just messing around directly with it, and with the resources that he or she has in hand. And so that stuff actually made me fall in love with this series. And you can actually visit any of the many channels that LGM has to communicate with the public. You see that these guys are dedicated, that these guys are impassionate. These guys are always talking to their public. They are basically always in this back and forth with their public. So yeah, these guys are artists. I like that. Second, I actually love space sims, sci-fi simulators of any kind. And this series and the X series are two of my favorites. I think I would rank this up there with these two, and up there with Star Sector and Kenshi, which are basically I think they are my favorites of all time. And so yeah, this is another thing that actually made me turn to this game. I want to take a closer look at this series, eventually go to the X series. If everything goes well, I want to branch out, take a look at the other series, but actually discuss how the game is structured, what made me lean towards these games, and so on and so forth. Third, I actually enjoy these kinds of sandbox, Mount and Blade style games, where you have the possibility of role play a little bit, but you have all these systems and all these possibilities, the exploration and crafting and customizing possibilities. Love this. So I want to talk about why I love these kinds of games as well during and throughout these videos. And fourth, I actually think that this is kind of a way to recover part of that feeling that I used to have when I played games during my youth and during my childhood, my early adult years. It's basically I actually sat down to play games and relax and invent things and get inspiration for my readings and for my writings. And this is something I have to confess that I desperately need right now. you know so I actually decided to just sit down and play a game that actually brought me pleasure and actually made me happy and inspired me to new things. In other words, as I keep saying, these games, they actually begin to understand what it means to work around games and what it means to offer through your craft, through your art, a bunch of elements that someone else can enjoy. They are actually offering experiences. They are sharing their experiences as far as development goes with their players, with their public. And we actually have a lot to explore here. Not only the message and the story and the lore and the scenario, but also the experience that these guys had while they developed their series, while they enhanced their coding and so on. And they are honest. These guys are very honest, very sincere in their words. That's something that I deeply respect. These are the kinds of human beings I like to communicate with. You know. Uh, so yeah. So yeah. First things first. Let's. I mean, there's so much to talk about here. These steel frames that they have, these panels that they have for the art in the worlds they are just amazing. And the game actually delivers. It's not as complex as something like X, for example, but it has plenty of complexity, and I like that. It actually struck a nice balance between complexity and that pick up and play possibility. I'm still learning how to play the game, notice, mind you. Yeah. So in here you have, basically we're stationed at planet Yodiel right now. Actually, as you can see, I actually picked it up midway. I'm not going to start over because honestly I don't find that it's going to be all that interesting. I actually have part of the map opened right now so I can explore a little bit and we can go back and forth and we can do the main story. And yeah, I can tell you the rest, it's not that hard. Basically, you're this guy over here. You're Adrian Faulkner. First things first, I gotta say that I love the name Faulkner. William Faulkner is one of my favorite writers of all time. Currently going through The Wild Palms. What a book. A fantastic retelling of Genesis if I ever read one. And Faulkner always had this thing with... Faulkner actually created his own environments, his own cities and stuff like that. And he has, alongside his work, he's actually very, very skilled storyteller. And he can craft a story, he can craft narratives and twist them by their format and their function so well. Wild Palms actually alternates between two stories. It's kind of like The Sound and the Fury, which quotes Shakespeare, but at the same time tries to embrace the principle and tells the story under the perspective of how do you say it in English? I forget the term in English. Oh yeah, of course. An autistic, under the perspective of an autistic narrator. So it's very interesting. Oh. Sorry, I digress. It's just, these are the things, When I actually get an interesting game or an interesting book, actually begins connecting the dots in so many ways. And this is something that I appreciate, when I can sit down and take a look at the art and look around the game and actually connect these dots and rekindle my passion for other things also. So yeah, Adrian Faulkner had he basically the game starts with Adrian flying alongside his father in a small fleet. I believe I don't remember if it was just the two of them or if it was a small fleet. I think it was a small fleet, and Adrian actually goes to the planet to complete a small mission. And in the meantime, his father's fleet is attacked. And spoiler alert! I mean, this is for the first 4 minutes of the game. So his father's ship explodes. It's destroyed, and his father is presumed dead. And now the legacy, it's basically there's this legacy, and it's opened for Adrian. And his father was actually conducting research. He belongs to this group of protectors of kind of like the Knights Templar of this universe, I would say. And his father was actually conducting research to try and help out the entire system. Research that would be crucial for the entire system. And to protect it, he separated it in 6 different data packages. So Adrian, at the beginning of the story, you actually have the possibility to branch out. It's very interesting. You can play up until the time where one of your father's friends talks to you, and he says, "Look, you can go chase these data packages and try to understand what your father was doing, what was his work." Or you can just turn your back and just go fight the mercenary fight and forget everything about it. So early in the game, you actually have the choice. You can either follow the story, or you can just go free roam around the map. You could do that even before the game starts. You can just go for free roam mode, but I actually chose to play the story here. So you actually choose, and now I'm playing the story of Adrian Faulkner. I have 5 of these data packages. There's a 6th one, as you saw at the introductory dialogue. And the 6th one is in this ship called the Galahad. but we don't know the location of the Galahad, and you gotta rely on Khrushchev, Admiral Khrushchev, to help us, right? So you can do this at your own pacing. Basically, I have stopped a little bit to level up my character a little bit, just because I wanted to have a feel of the systems. I wanted to have I wanted to gather some cash, get some more bonuses, because I kind of find it is going to be way easier to do stuff if I follow this path. As you can see, you have a small, very succinct character sheet here. You have a class, level, experience, of course, your ship, your alignment, and your number of credits. And in here you have the bonuses that you achieve. Here you have the finances report and the reputation. You have all of these factions. So the Ionian Pact, we are basically at the territory of the Ionian Pact right now. Messina, which is a neighboring faction. Nexian Consortium. You actually, I'm not going to read it all because as you can see, it's enormous. But yeah, you have the Protectorate, Nexus, yada yada yada. So you have all these factions, and you can basically modify the reputation that you have with them depending on the services that you provide. You can buy new ships, as you can imagine. You can configure your own loadout. You can mess around with your own ship, enhance certain parts, work your systems. You can change your equipment. You actually have an equipment panel. You can leave this at the ready, because these are basically they are consumable items, if you will. You can play the merchant. You can buy and sell, and you have at the news panel, you'll actually have an entire section for commodity price increases and decreases. You'll also have your potential marks for mercenary missions. You have plenty of news that involve lore, which I love, by the way. You can hire people. I have 3 hirings already. I'm not gonna mess around with that anymore for now. I actually have to pay salary for them. You can also hire mercenaries to follow you around. I didn't do it because it's too expensive for my current position, and so on. So the complexity of these panels is not to be underestimated, so to speak, I would say. You know, have your skill points, your perks. I still have to apply one of my perk points here, and so on. So yeah, that being said, let's get to the game itself. You have plenty of ways of viewing your ship, you know, like this. Mounted cameras, 2 normal views, the turret view, and then the ship will kind of control differently depending on what you're up to here. I have explored a little bit of the map, as you can see, and you can check the factions as well. You can actually ask for info on these areas, determining exactly which factions have power over a certain area, a certain sector on these hexagons. You have planets, you have satellites, repair stations, and so on. So yeah, and of course you have the mission panels. Oh, I have a side mission here. Recommended level 5, Trinity Free States. Trinity Free States are at an important crossroad. Its territorial span is too large to be well secured, and the situation in Gemini is far from peaceful. Trinity is attempting to be politically neutral, but without a strong military, it is only a matter of time before enemies decide to redistribute Trinity's territory and wealth. The Governing Council, however, refuses to turn the militarization and build-up of a navy. They believe it would negate all the values free states are founded upon. The solution is to find an ally with sufficient strength to guarantee Trinity's safety, and so the Council decided to approach the Gemini Protectorate. Admiral Khrushchev is willing to sign an official alliance, but first Trinity must prove its worth. The Protectorate understands only strength and dedication, and that is what Trinity will display. Vanquished pirates have been attacking Trinity convoys for months. Their goal is to sever the connection between Ordenhelm Prefecture and the rest of the Free States. Your mission is to show our future allies that Trinity is ready to act and defend its interests. Go to the Hollow region and rescue our trade convoy currently being held hostage. I don't really know about rescue missions. Last time I actually tried to do a rescue mission, I exploded the ship. But I'm gonna try anyway. If it fails, it fails. That's the way these things go. As you can see, I like the scenario. I like what they did here to actually create some variety on the general scenario. And as you can see, you have quite the interface. You actually have to press the middle mouse button to do some stuff here. You can get info. You can determine where to go.
Checking the star chart, Captain. New missions are available.
Yeah. So let's check the star chart. We have an assassination mission here. We have a freelance mission here. Another assassination mission midway. Yeah, I could do all of these, you know, because the trip is kind of long, as you can see. But then again, this is going to give us the opportunity to see if it's going to bash against this solar farm here. Yeah.
Shield status critical. Collapse is imminent. Captain, we've lost shields. Shields restored, sir.
So yeah, okay, I charted it. Yeah, it did this some other time. It actually did this another time that I tried to just let it go. It did exactly this. So I kind of wanted to see if it was smart enough to find around stuff. It's not. It's fine. I actually took some damage here in the hull. This is the hull. This blue one is the speed. And the shields are basically shown around the ship here.
We should check the star chart. New missions are available.
Yeah, okay, so it's fine. As you can see, we have plenty to work with here. So we have this radio menu, as I was showing. We have all of our loadout pieces in display. We have four different commands that will actually target our fleet with our skills, and we have our consumables here, right? So we have repair nanobots. I could use one of these just to repair my ship. I'm not going to use it now. We can use shield boosters when we. Let me just check. Okay, we're midway. This is the sound of a. Yeah, I just passed through some enemy ships. Well, as I was saying, this I can use to enhance the shields in a faster way. This I can use to speed my boost to speed up my ship. Let's see if I can. I actually get 50 experience points. I guess I traversed part of the map that I hadn't opened. And this.
New missions are available.
Okay, and this we can use to search around and scavenge the derelicted ships or the carcasses of the enemies that we have defeated. I just noticed that basically this guy is listening in on all sorts of radio communications all around. That's fine. Alright. We're almost there. There is a lot of traveling back and forth. I like the way that this game, of course, here I'm actually pushing it up a little bit, but the game actually actually does a fantastic job on feeling. All right. So let's try. Let's try this. Alright, I'm gonna press F here. So I'm not targeting the ships manually anymore. I'm just letting my ship do its own thing, you know. I've just told the crew to fire at will. And I'm just going to concern myself in maneuvering the ship. And try to get out of their sights and behind them. The inconvenience of this is that not always my ship's gonna shoot the one that's in front of me, but that's fine. As you can see, one of them is down, probably because the other... Oh yeah, I destroyed the attacker apparently. But it's fine. As long as I keep behind this guy, I'm not gonna... He's not gonna shoot me, so it's one less guy for me to worry about. Let's just enhance our attack. So I just pressed 1 to use a... Yeah, keep shooting. That's it. I can shoot on my own. I can shoot by myself if I want to. But I find that... Yes, great. That this way is way more efficient. And since I'm on a mission that I'm not used to roll, I have to... actually rescue these guys. I have a certain urgency on destroying these guys, so I'd rather focus on one thing. Yeah. Not leaving you. I'm still on your ass. Come on. Oh yeah. As you can see. Alright. Fantastic. Great. So we completed the mission. Scored some experience. Let's see. Can also collect everything. I guess I didn't collect anything. Sometimes I don't know if it's just out of reach or if nothing's left actually. So yeah, that's an interesting side mission for us. There's a waypoint there and marked. Okay, let's see what's what in here. Might be that this is something important. Might be nothing. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, there's no target. This is just the point that I... So, yeah. Alright, that was one mission. We're now level 6.
Enemy in sensor range.
Alright. So before we do this, let's see. We have an enemy at sensor range, so... If I can find it, might as well go shoot it. Why not? Apparently not. Okay. Whatever, let's go for this.
Yes, sir. Firing new coordinates. Affirmative.
Let's go.
On overdrive. Enemy in sensor range.
So, oh yeah, I can see now.
We should check the star chart. New missions are available.
So as you can see, it's a bit arcadey. If you get Elite Dangerous, for example, or X, they are a bit more on the simulator side. But then again, Elite, at the very least, those that people that actually understand a lot of simulation, that are really into hardcore simulators, they say that Elite is a lot more arcadey than one might expect. But there are other that are like simulators. I don't know about Star Citizen. I never really touched the thing. I don't watch videos for it.
We are now flying through hostile territory.
I do not care.
Sensors are picking up hostiles in the vicinity.
It's a game. It's interesting because I actually, as I first heard of Star Citizen, I actually got it actually caught my attention quite a lot. I can actually shoot these. Get them out of my way and get some through the cargo attack. Okay. Okay, these guys are not toying around, so let's... Sheesh! Get out of here now!
Tactical reports of hostiles in the area.
Forget it, sister!
Impossible. Not enough energy.
These guys are not joking around. Yeah, no. They're, they're,
Shields are collapsing.
it's too much for me.
Defense
Okay.
shield initiated. Warning. Shield collapsed. Shields restored, sir. Tactical reports of hostiles in the area.
Mother of God, woman. Fix the ship. Give me some speed. Let's get out of here now.
Rerouting all power to engines. Hostiles confirmed in sensor radius.
Bye bye. Look at the damage they did.
Sir, we're entering an enemy territory.
I don't care. I just want to go away from these guys. Where am I, by the way? Lagarde Province. I have no idea what that is. But look at how my ship is right now.
We should check the star chart. New missions are available.
Woman, I don't care about the missions. I only care about fleeing. Wow. This is the first time a main mission actually kicks my ass like that. And it was awesome. Okay. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna have to return to some sort of a safe area. Let me see. Vigo. Okay, let's anchor at Vigo. I don't wanna go to the planet because I have to pay for the privilege of
Are picking up hostiles in the vicinity.
landing on a planet, so I don't want to spend any money. I want to go use I'm probably not gonna have to repair anything, but I actually lost some of my items here. I lost 2 shields, I lost 1 speed booster, I lost 1 repair nanobot. That wasn't really, but that was amazing, man.
Com frequencies revealed new available missions.
Okay. So these are the things that I like about these games, you know. I mean, I'm actually exploring the map. I haven't explored too much, as you can see. I mean, there's a lot more map to go through. But it actually allows you to explore the map. I like the way the map is done. You know, one of the things that I really do not like about Elite, and I think that's the main complaint of many players in Elite, is that the map in Elite Dangerous, it feels, although it's kind of like a concrete reproduction of the universe, it's kind of like okay, the hull's intact. Let me see if I can get no, I still have some more. Booster. Give him another. Yeah, you can give me 2. And guess we don't have the nanobot. Yeah, we don't. Okay, it's fine. Should do. Oh, sorry. Should actually work on some more missions. Station planet main interface. And take a break in dangerous lurking space. Your game is auto-saved. Cool. Can save the menu. Yeah, I prefer to save. Yeah, I had seen this tutorial panel, I think. Yeah, dry dock. Yeah, I had. News, hiring, in the garage. Ah, you can also customize your ship here on the garage. Garage actually shows your different ships. So all these, the color, the glossy aspect, or the glossy levels of my, or reflective levels of my ship, everything, the name color, everything was customized here. Okay, let me see, do I have anything to sell? No. Okay, so we actually should try and fight. Level 7. Wow, you really bumped up things here. Let me just yeah. I was actually working on Top Gun and Crippling Return. Fast repair, fleet coordination. Yeah, I wanna put down more maneuverability. I still don't want to mess around with the perks. I still gotta read all the perks and check them out. Yeah, okay, just yeah. What's the mission anyway? It's an assassination mission. Yeah, that I can do. So go there.
Affirmative. Changing course.
So as I was saying,
Safety
the main
protocol.
problem with Elite is that despite the map is actually
Sensors are
reproduction of
picking up
real
hostiles in the vicinity.
celestial
Communications
bodies
will
and
report heavy
you
long-range
know
chatter.
stuff like
More
that.
missions are available.
The main problem. Okay, let's see. We have enemies here. I'm gonna vent down my frustration by attacking these guys. Just because. Where are they? Speed down. Hmm. Yeah, I think it got destroyed already. No, 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 no. There it is. Frontier Komarov.
Sensors are picking up hostiles in the vicinity.
What do we have there? Military gunship. Okay. So let's go. There's a Pegasus there. That's okay. Why not? Let's try.
Yes, sir. Fire at will command executed.
Yeah, he noticed me. Hello. He's kind of boosting himself to try and escape.
We've destroyed an enemy target.
Bye-bye. Ooh. Oh, one thing. I should warn you guys. Sometimes the game will actually freeze or lock at some points because I don't know why. You know, sometimes I think it's too much for the PC. I don't know. But as I was saying, in Elite Dangerous, the space between missions and the space between activities is too much. I mean, it's amazing, you know. If you want to play, as I like to play that game, like want to play Space Trucker, it's awesome. You know, you're traveling around, you're trying to avoid pirate attacks. It's really awesome. But at the same time, it can get very monotonous. And to be quite honest, this game does it so much better. There's always something happening between trips, as you can see. They actually regulated space a bit more. It creates the illusion that you are actually traveling around, but never takes too long as it takes in Elite Dangerous, you know. So what we have here, Brunts, a buffalo-like animal natures. Aeolus Code Steps. Issue commodity. More information on buffaloes, Encyclopedia Galactic. Okay. And then Crystal Matrix. Number of highly sophisticated patterns. Okay. Sometimes these things are illegal, and you might lose reputation if you're caught transporting them. But it's just less 5, so I don't really see the point. And you get that you actually recover that way easy.
Affirmative. Setting course.
Okay.
Rerouting all power to engines.
Kamachi. I don't know if I can. See Kano. I don't see Kamachi here. Oh, these are top dogs really. It's like level 70, level 100. I don't think I can do much against these guys. So I'm basically against I'm basically playing the small leagues here, the Pee-wee leagues here. Fine. Can do one more. I come, you die. Simple as that. Alright.
Enemy in sensor range.
Oh, look at that. You have friends. Okay. And they are shooting already. Come on. Yeah.
Shield
How's it?
status critical. Collapse
Ooh,
is
crap
imminent.
already.
Shield emitters failed. Reinitializing shield.
Wow, that's one hard ass cannonade you have there. Isn't that?
Engaging automated protocols. All weapons on auto mode.
Yeah. Flattened. Pirate crew threat weak. Yeah, the problem is right behind me.
Shields failing. Shield emitters failed. Reinitializing shield.
Okay. Gotta get out of here. My back shields are... So this is basically how the combat goes. I mean, it's basically about... It's cool because it's basically about positioning, you know? So they're trying to play positions to get me to drop my shields and to avoid my own damage, while I'm trying to stay behind them and avoid the damage of the other one that is trying to flank me. Oh, look at that.
Status critical. Collapse
See?
is imminent. Captain, we've lost shields.
I know.
Shields restored.
I know. We also took some hull damage. Okay,
Defensive shields failing.
again.
Warning. Shields collapse.
Honey.
Shields back online.
Oh, Jesus, mother of God.
Hull integrity is failing. Shield reactivation complete.
That's bad.
Rerouting all power.
Let's get the hell out of here. Wow. Second time today I had to flee. This is getting intense. Now, I actually should think about... I might hire a mercenary to help me now. I mean, I'm actually making a lot more money, so if I have a wingman here, might
We should
might
check
help.
the star chart. New missions are available.
So let's see, like our province. Yeah, this is actually enemy turf. Go back to Vigo then. Let's go. We escaped alive. Gotta lick my wounds. So yeah. Oh, there's also something so very cool, you know. Let's say I want, yeah, Planet Trinity, for example. Let's say I want to have some info on Trinity. They actually give me the story of the planet and the faction. So, New Earth, maybe the most perfect planet for human civilization, Gemini. Its early development was hampered by numerous disputes between the local colonist groups. After major colonization began, Imperial forces had to undertake 3 military operations just to ensure peace and order.
We should check the star chart.
Okay, 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 okay. Stop, 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 stop.
Hostile
Crazy.
confirmed in sensor radius.
Look at your... Okay. Huh, look at that. There's... There's some stuff that I didn't realize we had. Like, look at that. Look at the panels. How cool is that? Hey, just look at them. Don't mash them, please. I actually have that info on gigantic panels outside of the station. So freaking cool. Okay, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna anchor at Vigo. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna hire some mercs. I actually should hire a better crew as well. Like Regina Berryman here, it's plus 10 missiles accuracy and missiles damage. So she doesn't really help me right now because I'm not using the missiles. I have them, but I'm not using them. The rail guns. Yeah, this one would be way better. So I'm gonna hire you, Bobby Fullington, Carmine Blaine. I have a chance to shoot through shields. Yeah, I prefer Franklin here, at the very least. Reduce target accuracy. No, let's skip Albert as well. So yeah, let's see the mercs. Could use a helping hand here. I can hire two. Problem is the salary, as you can see. You hire them, the salary you have to pay constantly, you know. So yeah, if I get one of these guys under my employment, the better they are, the more they cost me. So I think I'm gonna hire Lucille here. Chief, can't hire you. Apparently I can't hire you. Cost per month 0. Yeah, I can't hire you for some reason. I don't know why I can't hire you here. I might try... Sorry about that. Let me just save the game as well. But I might as well try to hire a merc somewhere else then. Unless I don't really have the rank to hire. Evasion gunship, heavy weapon reload speed, mining yield, aviation, railgun accuracy, railgun damage, savage. Should I haven't tried to mine this game yet. I have exploded like an asteroid. I just like the fight too much. Reduce target accuracy. No. Reputation. Maybe it's a reputation thing. Yeah, but 970, I think it's basically the Aeolian Pact or these guys. They give me best chance. So, yeah, let me... Okay, I need to... I'm just gonna go back to items, cargo, officers, equipment. Charge rate, increase plasma defense shield. I'm gonna put the plasma defense shield here, mount. And an energy defense shield mount. Okay. So, okay, this one is a bit too much for me right now. Let's try to get other things. Freelance. Let's get something of somewhat lower level. Oh, this is a level 6. Lagarde province credits, reputation. Yeah, I would like to get stuff that gives me reputation with Trinity or the Aeolian Pact right now. Destroy all marked ships, Cromwell Prefecture. Okay, yeah, this one. Let's go there.
Changing course. Transferring all available power to engines.
And let's see what it can do there. correcting the course, okay. Yeah, because I have bashed planets. So yeah, it's games like this, you know, where there are a few qualities of these kinds of games that I can't find anywhere else,
Sensors are picking up
even in
hostiles in the
sandbox games or
vicinity. We should check the star chart. New
already.
missions are available. I'm afraid our mission is a failure.
Why? Well, I'm already here, so you're shooting at me, so why not?
Roger that. Commencing automated firing sequence.
I think someone else destroyed him. Well, either way, just so I don't waste my trip
Enemy
here.
ship destroyed. Mission accomplished.
Just gotta be careful when they explode because I think. Let me see. Scan. Yeah, I know that I need the nanobots to do this. I don't really know what to do with a derelict like this when I don't have the nanobots. I remember something about scanning or something. Yeah, I just wasted more credits on my crew. Wouldn't say wasted, but I paid my crew. Yeah, I think this mission was a failure. Okay, that's sad. Hmm.
New waypoint confirmed.
Let's go.
Affirmative. Engines
Let's try
on
another one.
overdrive.
So as I was saying, there's something that's kind of hard to explain a game like this because it's not as if these kinds of games were just RTSs or just RPGs or just this or that. They actually start at some level with that characteristic RPG aspect of to them. You know, you're moving around, you're leveling up, but at
Unfriendly target acquired.
some point it does something that I always wanted to do and try to do in several ways. Actually did. As far as tabletop RPGs go, we did this, my brother and I, we did this with GURPS, for example.
Yes, sir.
We actually managed to do it in Savage Worlds, D&D. You know, the point at which you actually stop being just that character and you become a commander of troops or lord of the castle or a guild master or whatever, you know, or master merchant. We did this once in Pathfinder. We actually started with high level characters.
Mission complete.
Yeah, that's a mission complete. Yeah, give me. Cargo. Got some computers. Some laser sidearms. Cool. Yeah, I forgot to sell the stuff that I had. It's fine. I don't know if I'm... because these weapons might be illegal somewhere. Let's go to Alameda. Let's go. I'm gonna try to sell these bad boys there.
Engines on overdrive.
Don't want to be circulating with these. And so there's this that you actually find this loop where you can complete little missions and stuff like that. But then all of a sudden you kind of grow into this Armada leader. There was this game called Unending Galaxy, which is kind of buggy, and the resolution is kind of like the same as AI War 1 and uh, Endless Universe. Endless Universe. What was the name of the game? Forget. Oh my god. Distant Universe, sorry. Distant Universe. Distant Worlds. In the first Distant Worlds, and but it was a really cool game in the sense that it would let you play this one ship and then begin to build a fleet and build colonies, kind of like Star Sector in a way. Only Star Sector is way more refined, especially in combat. Okay. Let's see. Let's sell all the scrap here. Sell all. Yeah, got me some of my money back. Let's repair the hull. Kind of want to buy items here. Wormhole smuggling. Oh yeah, if you bring illegal goods into a station or planet, you're smuggling. So odds are that they are gonna scan you and force you to eject that and take off some of your reputation. But depending on your smuggling levels, you can actually enhance the possibilities of smuggling goods into certain planets. I actually can't hire any mercs, which is interesting. I think I'm gonna have to climb the rep or something like that. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm not gonna go the merchant way now. A huge blast ripped through the Reunion storage facility in Trojan Basin. Security reported 7 people were killed, and investigators still cannot confirm that this was an accident or malicious terrorist attack. The Gladius group of mercenaries signed an agreement with the Gemini Protectorate. Under this new agreement, the Protectorate will accept cadets from Gladius and educate them in the same way as their own candidates. Okay, and the commander of Phoenicia Trade Station announces signing of a new treaty with Nixon Consortium. This treaty will provide special trade benefits for Nix companies. While Nix guarantees the future safety of Phoenicia. And, this is another thing that I think this game does better than endless Elite Dangerous. Elite actually has these kinds of news, but it's always the Omega Corps. Of course, this is the beginning of the game. The Omega Corps is at war with the Alpha Corps. Okay, so what? So there are so many freaking micro factions in the world that the game will only get interesting if you actually reach endgame and you start fighting for the big ones. You look for the special engineers. Then you actually see the characters that belong to the Elite universe, in a sense, and the fight will start making some semblance of sense, I guess. But I don't know. I think let me just buy another shoot booster too. Okay, speed booster, borehole torpedo, no. Scavenger swarm. Yeah, I need some scavenger swarms. Mines, disruptors. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. You don't have any nanobots, do you? You do. Repair nanobots. Okay. Okay. I know I'm saving a lot, but if you can only save on stations, why not? Okay. Planet Cartagena reached 1 million for the first time since the apocalyptic destruction more than 25 years ago that swept its surface. For the Starpoint incident, Cartagena was a flourishing planet. More than 100 million citizens. Wow! Expert says this is a good sign. Further improvement is unlikely due to the drastically worse living environment after the tragedy. Okay, I gotta ask. I don't have... No, I don't. Which is a shame. Okay, I still have some missions around. Only that they are too high a level for me, and even those that are of my level, I still gotta be more prepared for them. Because some of them here, wow, some of these missions actually crushed me. Tier. Yeah, that was the mission that I was doing. Okay, let's try again. I don't know. Let's try again. We can't live in fear of pirates, can we? After all. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Engine set to
Try not to
maximum
bash
power.
anything in the way, please. Let's do it. Okay, let's change the turret view. Alright, look at this. I love the way my ship looks. It's just the initial ship. Might as well try to save and buy a new ship, yeah.
Check the star chart. New missions are available.
Struggled a little bit, as you can see. Right there, you know. But, yeah. This is normal view without seeing the rear of the ship. Just kind of as if looking from the cockpit there. It's kind of cool. Okay. So this is kind of like a common aspect that I see in all these games like Mountain Blade and Star Sector and this, and sort of like X4, and you actually start like yourself, you start leveling up, you start doing errands and stuff like that, and then you kind of grow. It's kind of the principle that was applied, I think, at Kingmaker, Pathfinder Kingmaker. I didn't really play Kingmaker tabletop. I think there is a module for Kingmaker, but I never played it, so I can't really say if because you actually build your kingdom there and stuff like that. But yeah.
I suggest checking the star chart, Captain. New missions are
But this is the thing that I like the most about these games. You know, you start like this, and you actually grow. You actually manage to grow into this faction, this force, and I love games like this, and I love how they try to do this. Problem is that they are just so vast that sometimes these kinds of games they fail in doing that more. Okay, you're not going towards the objective, honey.
This area is expected to be very hostile.
Yeah, do tell. I need to
New
go
waypoint
here.
confirmed.
Yeah, new waypoint. Okay. Let's see if I can do this now. So, as I was saying,
Unfriendly target acquired.
friendly is a way to put it. Syndicate.
Fire at will. Manual targeting disengaged.
I'm gonna maneuver properly here. Yeah. Ouch! There we go. Intensify the...
Another hostile
Woohoo! Yeah, that's good.
mission accomplished.
Can't really go too close when they are exploding because might be bad. Let me just set up the equipment. Let me put down the scavenger here. Mount. Scavenge that, baby. Please. There we go. Let's see, what did you have in that ship of yours? Okay. Collectible. Envirosuits. Working in hazardous environments is never a good idea. Sometimes necessary. Alright, take all. Yes. Okay, if I just hit collect all, might be basically the same thing. Alright, let's see what else, what other missions do we have around here. So another assassination mission. Okay. Level 8, level 11, level 7. We already knew these ones. There's another one here, side mission. Action against vanquished pirates has drawn protectorate attention as intended. Admiral Kuja will sign a mutual protection pact with Trinity. Your mission is to protect free states representatives en route to Ozir. Station protectorate join when vanquished held region. Okay. Yeah, I still need a bit more experience for that. Let me just go back to the, since we don't really have any stupid interesting missions now, like any that we can actually do. Let me go back to the belt over there and try to shoot some asteroids. You know,
Transferring all available power to engines.
maybe get some money. Also grants us some experience. Just shooting stuff.
Sensors are reading high radiation around us.
Yeah, clearly I can see that.
Report heavy long-range chatter. New missions are available.
Yeah, we really should go back. I'm not sure I can. I think this is gonna damage the ship. So let's go back here. Let's go back into the divide.
Sir, we're entering an enemy territory.
Do tell. Okay, let's. Why is it an enemy territory or so? Lagarde province. Info. Lagarde province. I need a planet. That would yeah, I don't have any planets yet. I actually have to go into probably these regions here, Lagarde province, and go deeper to actually see a planet and have info like in here, for example, or Iolia, for example. Iolia is basically land of shady business, you know, ice globe. Iolia is the central planet of the Iolian Pact. The planet itself is a major trading and transit hub. Dozens of shady semi-legal groups operate from this world, and their activities make Iolia a very unsettling and dangerous place to live in. The most powerful Gemini company, Multi-Ops, succeeds to maintain order only in several major cities, where they establish the biggest weapon manufacturing plants in the entire Gemini. Basically, they are weapon manufacturers. Makes a lot of sense that they would have a lot of violent and shady business going on around. Just longest time route TPS, okay. So yeah, I don't really see. Yeah, I actually need to anchor the info around some planet or something, you know. Yeah, I'm not gonna smuggle anything. Let me see. Wait. I don't have any detailed information about that. Photo cells fuel. What about here? Info. Nah. I might try to go here and see what we do have as far as commodities go. So why not?
Communications report heavy long-range chatter. New missions are available.
What new missions? These? Hey, we do have some interesting missions here. It's not the province that I want to go to, but yeah. Okay. Anchor at Phoenix. Initiates another campaign to bring Thorian and Corcoran representatives together in another attempt to win the bloody civil war. Okay. I think that doesn't feature news here, doesn't it? Yeah, sort of. Christopher Derrick is their new Grand Arbiter. One of his opponents, adjudicator Walter Lehman, was furious for losing the title he thought he was entitled to and began an open rebellion with his supporters. Lehman was certain Derrick's policy of cooperation with other factions would weaken the proud and strong Corcoran military tradition and vouched to prevent it. Civil war that caused Corcoran split in half continues to this day. Lehman, unable to defeat Arbiter Derrick, proclaimed a new state comprising of almost half of the Corcoran territory, the Thorian Alliance, separated from the central government completely. The two sides are today trapped in stalemate despite battles raging directly and stretch every day. Neither side is even remotely close to victory. This is the thing. These are the things I kind of like about these games. You know, they actually justify and tell the story of the factions. It's kind of like Mount and Blade 2. You actually have like 3 Imperial factions. One made by the Empress, the heir to the throne. Then there's this general that's fighting against it, and yeah, so it's very interesting. You know, kind of. I like it. I really like it. Okay. There's no way I can hire a merc. I think it's the stage of the game. Okay, so let's just sell the virus suits. Okay, let me repair my ship. Okay. I actually need to mess around with loadouts and prepare for stronger, better, harder missions here. So I'm gonna go and do that, and I'm gonna do that off camera, basically, so I can actually step forward with the game. But I'll come back with this game, and as soon as I can, I'm just gonna make some moves outside of the camera, because I don't think that this loop, this excessive repetition, would be too interesting for now. But anyway, it's pretty cool to play, but I don't know if it would be cool to watch. But I'll be back as soon as I can with more, and well, this is the return of the Sci-Fi Cafe, so I hope you enjoyed. See you guys later. Bye.